Welcome back to 843 TV. We now have the pleasure to be joined by Officer Carissa Branson, who is a police officer here in Bluffton in charge of Neighborhood Services Unit. How are you?
Wonderful. How are you?
Good. Thanks for being back with us. It's your second time here on 843.
Just love it so much.
You had to come back. So just give us an update on what's happening at the Bluffton Police Department right now.
Well, as you know, Bluffton Police Department is committed to community. So we've created a lot of programs and initiatives aimed at talking more with our residents and our business owners. This includes something like our Citizens Police Academy. It's an 8-week program for our residents, business owners, some of our clergymen, and anyone that's actually interested in possibly a career in law enforcement. It's 8 weeks long. You come in, you get to know the inner workings of the police department, and also talk to a lot of our officers. We'll teach you about patrol operations, criminal investigations, some of our crime prevention tactics. It's just a great program. We got a lot of great feedback from our class this past fall, so we're looking for a new group of recruits for the fall 2015 class.
That's awesome. I will say I've lived in several communities, and the Bluffton Police Department seems to be more proactive about connecting with the community, I think, than anywhere else I've ever lived.
We're really trying to get back into the community, and Chief Reynolds has been on point with it.
Yeah, and it's good, too, because it's still a relatively young community, so if you set that tone early, it'll pay off for years to come.
We're hoping our community initiatives grow with Bluffton.
Yeah, that's great.
Are there other community initiatives you're involved with?
Absolutely. We know that our residents and also our business owners have gotten involved with Craigslist and other online marketplaces. Now we've heard nationally and unfortunately regionally as well, this comes with a certain level of danger with meeting strangers. So the police department wants to eliminate as many of those dangers as possible. So we want to offer a safe location for our buyers and sellers to meet, and that's at our police department on Buckwalter Parkway. You can use our lobby during business hours, as well as our front door location and our parking lot. Now, whether you actually have a police officer there with you during the transaction is up to you, but just know that being at the police department offers a lifeline to your local law enforcement. Also, when you mention to your buyer or seller that you want to meet at the police department, it gives you a chance to gauge them and the reaction. If they don't want to meet you at a police department, something might be wrong.
There's a little red flag right there.
You might not want to deal with them. So we want to offer that to our residents as well.
And y'all's location is so nice over in Buckwalter.
It's perfect.
Yeah, I mean, that's convenient. And
That's a brilliant idea.
yeah, it really is.
We're hoping it makes a big change in the online marketplace dealing.
That's good.
Yeah, you talked about some changes. I also understand that there's some internal changes with the police department.
That's right. Now, Bluffton's growing, we can't deny that, so the police department is trying to grow with the town. We've created a new lieutenant's position. He's going to be in charge of our training department, as well as special events, which is now part of the police department, that's new, and also emergency management for the town. That includes both major incidents as well as natural disasters such as hurricane evacuation plans. We also have a new codes enforcement officer. Now, that's not a new position. You know, other departments also have codes enforcement, but ours is more community oriented. We're working very closely with the town of Bluffton, their business licensing, as well as growth management. They're dealing with new businesses coming in as well as existing businesses and residents to make sure they're adhering to our existing codes and ordinances. So we're excited to have him on board, and that's going to be run by Officer John DeFalco. So you can look forward to seeing him around.
Great.
Well, we've seen the changes being in Old Town Bluffton all the time. And speaking of those, we've seen a lot of officers downtown lately. So tell everybody what's going on with that.
Nothing's going on, and we're actually just trying to keep it that way. Now, you may have heard back in November, we put out the results of the Bluffton Police Department's Citizen Satisfaction Survey. We got a lot of responses from residents, business owners, and also just visitors to Bluffton. And there was one resounding trend. They want to talk to officers. They don't want to just see us driving around in our cars. So what we're trying to do is we're going to be out on foot a lot more, especially here at Old Town. So nothing's going on. There's no problems. But you know, on a daily basis, you're going to see more officers out on foot, just walking around, making contact with our visitors, making contact with our business owners. So if you see us around, just give us a shout out. We're here to help you.
I think you guys have done a great job with that, and I think that's actually what we talked about last time about the program where you guys were really encouraging people to stop telling your kids that you're the bad guy.
That's right.
That's a terrible thing to do.
No, we love kids. We want kids to come to us. We do a lot of tours of the police department, so we want to encourage people to come out for that. We're just reaching out, and we want you to reach out to us as well.
My girls love seeing y'all out because everybody's always friendly and everybody waves and smiles, and I'm like,
That's
You
how
go to them when you need help. Don't be afraid of
That's
them.
how police officers should be.
Well, you know, crime reporting is, you've made that easy. Tell us about that.
Right. We know that reporting any type of crime is a stressful situation, so we want to take as much of the stress away from that as possible. Traditionally, you have to report a crime. Maybe you're a victim, maybe you're under investigation, something. Either way, we want to make it easier for you to get some closure. So with your reports, we're now offering an electronic request that goes for incident reports as well as accident reports. You no longer have to drive out to Buckwalter Parkway. This is especially good for our visitors because not everyone is in the Bluffton or Hilton Head area. All you have to do is go to our website, that's www.blufftonpolice.com, and go to our frequently asked questions page. You can just submit an electronic request. You can also send an email to reports@townofbluffton.com, give us your case number, and we can send you the electronic report electronically that way. Another benefit to this is we're offering it for free. Normally you come to the police department, we have to do printing, there's other organizational costs, and we have to pass those charges on. But since this is electronic, we're saving money and we're going to pass that on to the person receiving the report.
That's great. Now this is not for emergencies, right? Just to be clear, this is just for...
No. Okay. This is after the emergency, after we've already taken the report, a couple days later when the report's done and the case is closed, you can get a copy of it, whether it's for insurance or just for your own peace of mind to have that report on you. You can request it electronically.
Cool. Well, technology is making things a lot easier, isn't it?
Exactly. That's right.
Well, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
And stay with us for more 843 TV.